I welcome you all once again to this wonderful platform where we discuss about different lottery system. We talk about different keys that are involved in lottery system and how to make use of different lottery codes to make fortune for ourselves. This platform is Lotto Winning Signal, a platform where we give latest updates on Lotto keys. It is very important that you smash the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and turn on the notification bell so that whenever we have new videos, you will be one of those that would have access to it. What we will be discussing today is very interesting. We will be talking about how to reject some lotto numbers so that we could narrow down our lotto numbers to what we can afford to stick. Sometimes some keys would be very much in such a manner that it will generate large numbers. So in such case, if we want to actually reduce the numbers to manageable bits, the best thing to do is to apply this particular strategy that I'm going to be teaching us to reject those numbers. We are going to be rejecting some lotto numbers and narrow those numbers down to manageable bits that we can afford to stake. In that case, we will be talking about different strategies that we can use to reject the numbers. We have three strategies that I'm going to teach you today to actually reduce your large numbers that was generated by Lotto key to what you can be able to stick. Now, in such case, we could be able to reduce those numbers to like 5 numbers, 3 numbers, or probably 10 numbers. It depends on the strategy that we apply. Now, in the first instance, we are going to be using the first one, which is subtracting the date that the event took place from the machine numbers. The second one is by subtracting 95 from the winning numbers, and the third one is by subtracting 93 from the machine numbers. Now, when we apply these three particular strategy in the manner that I have explained, we are going to be reducing our large numbers to manageable bits. The last video that we released, we discussed about Lucky G and the code that we used generated large numbers. And in such case, we needed to reduce those large numbers to what we can afford to stake. And that is why I came out with this particular video to release this video so that we'll be able to reduce those numbers. So in such case now, the last result that we have for Lucky G was 32, 72, 62, 20, 53. The machine numbers are 43, 38, 52, 64, and 33. If you take a look at this particular event, the date of the event was 21st of June. In such case, you would agree with me that the particular lotto code that we discussed played out. It played 32, 72, and 62. It was a jackpot for that particular period. If you want to have access to that video, the link is in the description box below. You can check out the channel and watch the particular code. So it is a very functional lotto code. Now, in this regard, now I want to actually try to teach you how to use the date to reduce a particular numbers that you have that a particular lotto code generated. So in such case, we'll be using the last channel to reduce this one. So if you look at what we have, using the date to reduce the numbers that we have. So you are going to be taking into consideration the date of the particular event. The date that this particular event took place was on the 21st. And when we consider the date, we will consider only the machine. We will consider only the machine numbers. So in this case, we will be subtracting the date from all the machine numbers that was generated. So the machine numbers that was generated are 43, 38, 52, 64, and 33. So that in other words, we will be subtracting 21 from all these numbers. So now 43 minus 21 will give us 22. 38 minus 21 will give us 17. 52 minus 21 will give us 31. 64 minus 21 will give us 43. 33 minus 21 will give us 12. So in that case, these numbers that we generated were 22, 17, 31, 43, and 12. These numbers that we actually got from this calculation are the numbers that we could reject. They are the possible numbers that we could reject. Then I will try to explain something. This rejected number, it doesn't mean that it will not play out, but the chances of surfacing at the winning is very slim. So if you have a particular lotto key that this particular number is part of it, it doesn't mean that you should disregard it. That doesn't mean that don't ever disregard it. So it is just trying to look at the probability of such numbers reoccurring in the next event. So now the numbers that we will reject in this case are 22, 17, 31, 43, and 12. Way to reject some numbers is by subtracting 95 from the winning and subtracting 93 from the machine numbers. So in this case now, just taking into cognizance the example that we have made mention of. Now the results are 32, 72, 62, 20, and 53. So we will be subtracting 95 from all these numbers. So in that case, let us subtract. If you subtract 95 from 32, you will get 63. 95, 32, the answer is 63. If you subtract 95 from 72, you would get 23. If you subtract 95 from 62, you get 33. If you subtract 95 from 20, you get 75. If you subtract 95 from 53, you get 52. Now, in that case, the numbers that we are able to generate are 63, 23, 33, 72, 75, 42. These are the numbers that we have rejected. So we have rejected 5 numbers using this particular code. So another way at which we can also reject the numbers is by subtracting 93 from the last event that we are discussing about, which is from the machine numbers. Now if you subtract 93 from the machine numbers, that means you'll be subtracting 93 from 43, it gives us 50. 93 from 38, it gives us 55. 93 from 52, it gives us 41. 93 from 64, it gives us 29. 93 from 33, it gives us 60. So in that case, we have been able to reject some numbers here too. The numbers that we are able to reject from these two strategy, which is subtracting 95 from winning and subtracting 93 from machine, are 63. They are 63, 63. Then we have 23. Then we have 33. Then we have 75. Then we have 42. 63 once again, 23, 33, 75, 42. Then also we have 50, we have 55, we have 41, we have 29, we have 60. These are the numbers that we're able to reject using this particular strategy. The numbers that we're able to reject using this particular strategy are 63, once again, 23, 33, 75, 42, 50, 55, 41, 29, and 60. Those are the numbers that we're able to reject. So that is particularly how to reject some numbers. And I would like to reiterate once again that you don't have to follow this particular rule, because sometimes it may, if you have a particular lotto or banker that falls in these rejected numbers, it doesn't mean that you should discard it, but it is just a way to tell you that the subsequent events that will play out may possibly not play these numbers. The chances of playing it, the probability is very slim. Thank you once again for watching this YouTube channel. See you in the next one.